will be here was a very special temple, was the Buddhist temple called Xingjiao Temple. This temple about 1,300 years history. In China history, they have very famous master whose name is the Xuanzang. Today, we will be visit in this temple to understand his story. And here was the Xuanzang stupa and built in 1669. And we go here for look around. We know the Xuanzang is a very famous master in China history. He went to the India, spending 19 years. Of course, he crossed the snow mountain, the Pamir areas, and some terrible things happened. But he have a strong ambition and strong faith. He do believe. Why Xuanzang went to the India? Because in that time, he simply have a lot of mistake and misunderstanding about the translation for the Buddhist. That's why he went to the India alone. And when he come back, he was translate in the Buddhist book and the sculpture in the Dazhen Temple. Here was his burial here, his stupa as well. That was the World Heritage. He's the one of the disciples whose name is the Kuiji, and he was the very famous master in China Buddhist history. He was very clever. He was a noble man, and Xuanzang and made him want to become his student and disciple. But Kuiji said, okay, if you want I become the monk, I have a 3 requirement. First, I need one bigger child with a lot of alcohol. Secondly, child with a lot of meat. And the third child with a lot of women. And Xuanzang side is fine. When he with Xuanzang with the 3 child together, but when he hear the bell of the temple, he was think this is not correct. He let his 3 child go back, become the very great disciple of the Xuanzang. He was having the Xuanzang done a lot of things, and his stupa is buried here. This is the Kuiji. And another one was the Yuanze, also was the stupa of the Yuanze, the one disciple of the Xuanzang. He was from Korea, and he was very clever because he understood 6 different language, and he was buried here. And in the Tang Dynasty, his relics and stupa and moved to here. So that's the 2 disciples in besides it's the master Xuanzang. And actually the Xuanzang have 3 disciples. Another was the famous one called Bianji. Bianji have the Xuanzang write down some book like the Great Tang Record of the West region. But why he have no stupa? Because killed by some scandal with the Persians. That's why he was have no qualification buried besides his teacher. So was a hero in China because of his spirit and move and inspire Chinese people to say you have encouragement, you have your faith, then you can do something that you can achieve your dream.